It's WarCraft Day. Greetings everybody, this is Stormy, CapitalZ, coming back at you with another replay request. This is going to be a replay request once again by our top donor and replay contributor MoFaD, who is spawning over here at the bottom left as the Tiero Undead player. And he will be going up against a, I believe that's Chinese, I'm pretty sure that's Chinese player. We're just gonna refer to him as Yellow, who's spawning over here on the top right as Night Elf. Map is going to be Amazonia, and oh, ow, in the middle, just like I should be. So before we begin, just like to put it down as always that anybody and everybody is welcome to send me replays for the replay request series. To know more about how you can do so, you can join the Discord server. Link to that is on the Twitch panel and in the description below. Below. Yeah, like that, just like that. Secret coming up, and it's going to be Keeper of the Grove for Yellow. On the top right, MoFaD. We don't have the hero selected just yet. Ziggurat gonna be coming up, and after that we shall know which hero he will be going in for. It's likely going to be the Death Knight. He just is pretty used to with the Death Knight at this rate right now. Seeing him using Crypt Lord for the longest time. A non-Death Knight hero that would be for the longest time, and then he switches back to Death Knight mostly, but on occasion basis he goes in for Dreadlord, Lich, and those games are of course interesting to see. You have all of those games and all of those replays wrapped up at the replay request playlist. For the guys that love to watch MoFaD's games, you can just log into the playlist. MoFaD even has his own playlist, which you guys also have access to, which you can find on my channel. And we have the creeping begin over here. Crazy Steve the Acolyte makes its way towards the wisps there, and I believe this is not really a bad idea. Just strike down the wisps with 2 or 3 attacks, and after that get your Death Knight in there and have the Death Knight use Death Coil on them. I think that will deal enough damage on the wisps to actually take them out. And if Yellow wants to negate that, he will have to use the Moon Juice, which is also valuable for him early on in the game. So that's something that's gonna matter. I like this gameplay. Never really thought about it this way. Maybe some pros do it. I mean, I'm that known to this stuff. So yeah, got that. And oh, he's gonna actually put all of those stuff inside the weakened wisps inside the gold mine, just like that. Kind of taking away MoFaD's effort. He kind of figured out what MoFaD is up to when he kind of saw MoFaD going after the wisps one by one, not actually killing one and just damaging everything. So once you have that down, they're gonna be so vulnerable to ghoul, early ghoul aggression, and that which seems to be MoFaD's game right here. MoFaD seems to be going in for mass ghoul play, as he is going into a tier 2, but while at the same time making some ghouls as well. So he's not gonna have any fiends for the time being. Graveyard likely gonna be dropped, and he's likely gonna transition soon. There we go, Graveyard is dropped, likely gonna transition sooner or later, but for the time being he's gonna stick to ghouls, and he is just going in with a Death Knight. That's rather surprising. He's leaving all of the ghouls back at the base to get lumber. Now, unless until you have a plan in place that needs you to get that much lumber, I don't think leaving all those ghouls behind is a good idea. Take them with you, take them to the battlefield, have them do ghoul stuff. And yeah, this is exactly it. Just one strike and then Death Coil. One strike, Death Coil. That's exactly what you need to do. One strike, Death Coil. Take out the Dead Wisp, and as we have the Death Knight raise the sword, go for Death Coil. It timed out. Well, it did time out. What basically happened was that Wisp went into the building. But so far, MoFaD doing a pretty good job. He managed to kill or detonate 3 ghouls so far. Having the ghouls nearby the moonwells would be a good idea. It is nighttime, moonwells are regenerating, so you're gonna be able to take that little advantage for the time being at least, but that's not going to be a long-term thing there. One thing that you need to be careful of As we have Yellow coming back to his base, going to drive MoFaD away. Who has a Gloves of Haste and Gauntlet of Strength on his side for the Death Knight. We have Gloves of Haste and Mantle of Intelligence plus Gauntlet of Strength for the Keeper of the Grove, who's going to creep out another camp, get himself to level 3 and probably should go back to the base and try to defend. We have ghouls going in for this dangerous camp over here, which is definitely gonna take out a couple of ghouls as it just did one of them. Bash is a crazy thing to have on creeps, like it's dangerous. Kobolds are dangerous. That's gonna give level 3 to the Death Knight of MoFaD. And Yellow does kind of have the idea of that thing there though. I'll pick himself a Shredder, alright. Or Lumber. I guess that's one way of compensating for the number of wisps that MoFaD managed to take out. He won't be staggering in the lumber part with that. And we got Yellow coming in. Death Coil to kill the big Kobold Taskmaster, I must say. And Keeper currently on the chase. Death Knight going to run away. Tier 3 coming in. Lich Slaughterhouse dropped. We have on the Nidal base, it's already Tree of Ages. Demon Hunter coming in as the second hero. Interesting. Demon Hunter. See how this plays out to be. And we have the Keeper returning back to the base, going to entangle that ghoul, which is trying to basically harass him right now. And I pull myself a bit near to the... Yeah, this will be better. I think I should be able to talk in the mic this way. Alright. Demon Hunter has been spawned and he's in for a rather dangerous camp. I don't really know. I mean, Demon Hunter, pretty good DPS, and okay, 2 more archers. I only saw like 2 archers there. 4 archers. 2 more came out from somewhere. I didn't really detect where exactly they came in from, but they're there now. They are there. Keeper going in for harassment, and he may just manage to pick off things like this ghoul right here. And oh, you gotta take out the ghoul! Take out the ghoul! Take it down. He's going in for the base though. There are no Nubian towers. Take the ghoul down, like salvage what you can. He's going in for stronger ones rather, not going in for the weak ones. Death coil, but it landed after the ghoul died. That was sad. That was a sad death coil indeed. Sad. We have the chase raging on. Keeper of the Grove on the run. Death Knight, or rather MoFaD's entire army on the follow. Demon Hunter coming in, taking all the damage, but also burning out all the mana from the Death Knight. So no more Death Coil for the time being. The Keeper of the Grove will have a much better chance of taking out those units with the Entangling Root, and Entangling Root does a lot of damage if you think about it. That's a 550 HP fiend that is taking so much damage there, and it's already down to 50%. That's Entangling Root level 2 for you. And by the way, it was also being healed at the same time by the Opportunist Statue. So that's something that's really gonna matter there. Not exactly sure if I've seen the use of Entangling Root level 5 or not. I guess most likely Keeper of the Grove users go in for Treants. More number of Treants, I guess, works out better for you. Currently, Yellow going to prioritize his Demon Hunter for the experience. MoFaD prioritizing his Lich for the experience, just like both of the players should, I must say. Here comes Yellow, going to cast Entangling Root on the ghoul. We don't have enough mana on the Death Knight just yet for a Death Coil, but it's gonna be there real soon. I don't know if it's gonna be on time to save that ghoul though. Almost there. And nope. The ghoul bites the dust. Here comes the Nidal's army. Yellow going in for an engagement, taking some hits on that Keeper. Keeper's level 3, a bit stronger than what he usually would be. 700 HP there. archers getting taken out. I don't think yellow managed to take out, or rather trade off any units against MoFaD in this fight. That is the winner for that particular dogfight, and he's going to go into the shop, pick himself perhaps the potion of Inwell. Better items. Some scroll of heals. Okay, that's one way of doing things. Although
a player's forces
scroll of heals, you really don't think it's useful, but at the same time, it's gonna be something that's gonna be more useful if you got some beefy stuff like the bears. Weaker units tend to die out in 1 or 2 shots, which is gonna give much less of a chance for you to be able to fully make utilization of that. Stuck in the eye
there.
there.
Player's forces are under attack.
There we go. I've been struggling to put this in the center since a while now. Illusionary Death Knight. Yellow knows about it, and okay, yellow actually set himself an expo at one point. MoFaD already had a 50 food army, could break upkeep anytime, but he's going in for the research first. It was a good idea to get the research, and once you have everything you need, you can break the upkeep. He's going in for Naga Seawish level 3. Cold Arrow, because I guess Frost Nova cold effect just wasn't good enough. They're gonna have much more cold effects. Let's see how this turns out to be. As he seems to be pushing in. Here comes yellow. Have an engagement. All hell is being loosed on that demon hunter. Got a potion of Inwell there. Might want to pop out that scroll of healing as well. The Lich! The Lich! The Lich gets taken out. Whoa, that was a lot of damage there. Staff of teleportation, or rather staff of reservation being used, and yellow's just gonna back out to his base. MoFaD's gonna stay in there though. With that Lich taken out, he's got a 50 food army, 45 military units, 45 food worth count military units. But yellow only got 30, only got 38, and he's the one with the expo. MoFaD is not. This is the down point of going in for expo at tier 2 and going in for late expo. If you don't go in for the early expo and take the early advantage of it, the late expo, you're gonna have a situation where you want to cross upkeep, but you're near to the upkeep, but your opponent already crosses the upkeep, and he's gonna try and overwhelm you with the army he has. Unless until you have a plan there, it's not gonna work out for you. Yellow, although despite of losing a couple of units, managed to take out MoFaD's Naga Seawish there. It was just a level 1 Seawish though. It's gonna come back real soon, but gonna have to wait in the queue as she waits for the Lich to come out first. Here come some bears with a master in training, but they don't have the transformation done. Death Coil, Death Coil, Death Coil! Didn't reach there, okay. Death Coil just disappeared in midair. The Death Coil was cast, and these are kind of like some of the nice little bugs, and he's still not casting. Come on, they're gonna transform. This one connects, and this is bad. Yellow needs to get them transformed into bears. The Druid of the Claws in this form can't do too much. He got the 1 fiend kill, but that's pretty much it. He lost 2 bears. That's a major loss now, and now he's losing his piercing damage there. Trying to take down destroyers. A lot of damage into the air, but we have Death Coils to save. But no, destroyer does go down. Now some focus fire on that Death Knight level 5. It's not really looking like a good situation for yellow, as MoFaD is currently tearing apart his army. Took out most of it, just the heroes remain. I wouldn't say MoFaD didn't lose anything over there, but the food count does tell you a bigger picture of what's going on right now. Okay, the count actually also counts ghouls, so that's one thing we gotta count as well. This is This is 45 minus 6, because ghouls take 2. That's 39 versus 36 over here right now. Oh my goodness, the demon are taking so much damage. Gonna pop that potion of heal, but what's he gonna do second time now? If a second time that kind of damage comes in, and finally the bears transform, but one of them gets taken out while being transformed. Another bear bites the dust. Agassi, which is back, and we're gonna have much more cold damage going down. The Demon Hunter using Scroll of Healing there. Another rejuvenation, but this time he bites the dust. Nagasivich gets level 2. Keeper has Potion of Invul, does have TP, should be fine for the most part, but he's trying to create some separation there, trying to deal as much as damage as possible with his units. They're not really doing too much. Trying to take out the Lich once again. Will they be successful though? Death Knight has one more Death Coil in the bag, and he also got Wand of Mana Steal. So that's one thing he can pop out at any time he wants to heal something.
The town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
Things are not looking good for yellow. MoFaD currently with a 38 food worth army. That's a 38 food worth army because he got 3 ghouls at the base. And right now it's against 44 food worth army for yellow. He's going in for the Naga Siege. That's one thing that you can't death coil. And Siege would get taken out, but there was an unnecessary entangle there. That entangle were absolutely unnecessary. The big tree of life gets taken. Whoa. I don't believe that the tree actually survived. Some hippogriffs coming in to make short work of the destroyers, I believe. The tree was absolutely taken down. I wouldn't really say that. One thing, you can hide behind some wisps right behind the tree. You can't really right click over there unless until you do it like this or like this. So now you know, Warcraft players do stuff like that, cheese like that if you're a Night Elf, I guess. As yellow tries to pull in the Granite Golem camp. Now this is going to be a really hard camp to take out, but he is pulling them away. That's one way of mitigating the amount of damage they do, rather. Tome of Intelligence, not the best, but I wouldn't really count out, man. You get extra mana. You get permanent extra mana. Like, why would you not want to have tomes in that case? Like, of course you're gonna have better items around, but you get a permanent increase in mana. Like, why not? Why not have an extra entangling loot just because of that? If it can get you there. And is that Claws of Attack? Yeah, it is. That's Claws of Attack plus freaking 12. And that is gonna be a great item now. Increasing the DPS of that Demon Hunter by a lot.
A player's forces are under attack.
I really hate how yellow just keeps his druids in the druid form and not in the bear form. Like, you want to transform them into the druid form only and only when you want to cast rejuvenation. All the other time, just have them in bear form, really. Now you have the situation where he lost like about 5 bears to... He just lost 5 bears, that's it. He just lost 5 bears because they weren't transformed. If they had been transformed, it would have been a different scenario for him. As he is currently sitting at a 70 food of 70 food economy, out of which 58 is the army. And I believe this is also being counted as a military unit, since it does deal good amount of damage there. Giving away 400 lumber each time it goes back. Death Coil, Frost Nova, and Staff of Preservation. And back out to the base. MoFaD about to engage. We got Roar going down with Mark of the Druid. Oh no, don't have the Druids ahead. The Druids are back, Druids ahead. What are you doing, man? It's just bad gameplay there, I must say. Just not doing it right. Keeper stays alive, and well, that kind of worked in his favor. He is dealing so much damage to MoFaD right now. 68 army versus 56 army. I mean, that's kind of obvious who's gonna win this, but I want to see how this goes. Level 5 on that Demon Hunter now. Yikes! That's gonna be so dangerous. as MoFaD leaves the game, this game goes to yellow. I must say, yellow made a lot of mistakes, but at the end prevailed. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and listening. If you have enjoyed what you have seen, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more, and like always, I shall be seeing you on the next episode of Warcraft Day.